Bro, why so liken? That was used on. Bro, why so heavy? Look at my hand. Trying to hold this up, bro. 18 hours every day. Return. This is liken. Liken is used for children or babies. They have to put this iron brand into fire. When it's very hot, they pierce their lips. A little. While they fix this, I use a small padlock to hook it up for them not to be able to eat while working the sugarcane plantation or to communicate whenever they are working. That was used on. Bro.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
This your brother Kwam Waller.
This Amawan.
All right, from the camp of GMS Cleveland, coming at you with another lesson. Before we get into this lesson, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakarash. Also, we'd like to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone who teach this truth and who rule well. Kazak Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, you seen this?
Whenever they are working.
This short clip, it was appears as to be a Hamite, which it could be a Jake. You know, we was scattered through the four corners, so we're gonna be looking like all these other heathens, but he looks like, you know, a Hamite. But he was giving a breakdown on how they used to do Jake, you know, especially when they came through from them slave ports, even all the way to over here in America, wearing them heavy ass yokes of iron, man. Also, he was going into breakdowns of how like certain of those things would be worn, you know, going through fields, so you can't eat nothing or speak. All right, so they was helping forward, you know, the affliction, you know.
We got scripture real quick. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, and verse 10. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints," man. Okay, and then we know that all these nations, all right, pursuing the Psalms 83, right? They all had a hand in the captivity and the oppression and the slavery of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Which are you Israelites?
Right. The scriptures say, "What nation hasn't had a hand in your parts?" Meaning, like the brother said, every nation had us up under in captivity. All right, right here, this is our last captivity. All right, after this, we about to put all you nations up under subjection, which is the rightful order.
Khan, yeah.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, that was it.
Khan, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." All right, and we every captivity, or even down to when these filthy Hamites was, you know, helping gathering us up to, you know, sell us to the Grecians, which I'm gonna get that in Joel 3. All right, and also you Ishmaelites, man, through the sub-Saharan slave trade. All right, but the Lord said He was gonna send these nations against us. Why? Because we went off, we didn't listen to the Lord. You know, right here within the curses, the Lord said if we do all these things, you know, we would be good. Roughly paraphrasing. But if we go off, all right, the Lord is gonna put all these curses upon us. All right, which is an indicator to let everybody know who we are. But it says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies with which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst." All right, and in nakedness, because within them slave trip routes, Jake wasn't getting fed. Even on the plantation, Jake wasn't getting fed. All right, the scripture say you shall eat your defiled meat, and that's what they was giving, slop, you know, waste, fucking pork and all, and the worst, what was that shrimp, crab, lobsters, because they know was defiled, because they know the scriptures. All right, and that's why they was tossing it to Jake. They want the pearls out the clams, not the clams, you know. But it says, "And in want of all things," all right, we have to go to our enemies, all right, for everything. All right, you don't own nothing. I believe in America, all right, it's a thing called a allodial title. All right, that's the only way you could own something. But here, they don't have that. You don't have that option. All right, you can pay your taxes, all right, but you have to go to your to your enemies for one of all things. You know, you got to go to Esau for clothes, your water, electricity, you know, to put down on a house, right. Birth certificate, death certificate,
and that's not good. Like, that's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Jake think that it's a good thing, man. Like Eve think that it's a good thing, man. That you have to go to this man for the want of all things, man. Mm-hmm. Right?
But it says, "And one of all things, and he shall put yokes of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." And that's what these devils did all the way. Even like I say, even these Hamites, they start off putting these yokes of iron on us, all right, and then all the way until over here, till everybody got complacent, and they didn't beat the shit out of Jake till Jake forgot who he was, all right. That's till we have destroyed thee. Now you ain't got to wear no chains. Now you can walk around mindlessly, all right, because you don't wander out the way of understanding, all right. But now the Lord has brought back the way of understanding, and for us to have a chance to get delivered, from the hands of our enemies.
Real quick, this is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, man. So all that these other nations did, okay, and especially Esau, Edom, who I didn't make reference to in this Revelations 13, man, right? Because he is the one that led Israel into captivity, man. And he is the one that killeth slaves Israel with the sword, man.
Right.
But it says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Okay, meaning it ain't gonna be no I told you so with the Most High, man. Okay, the scripture says that his word doesn't
Return unto him void.
right, return unto him void, man. It says, for the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, man. Whatever it is that you put your hand to do, right, you're gonna reap the benefits of that, man. Okay, it says verse 8, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap. Salakia. It says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, right? And we know Esau, Edom is a carnal man, right? And he has taught you other heathen nations to be carnal as well, man, right? And all of these things are going to return unto you, man.
Because while the Lord said he like his judgment unto a ring, that's why the brother read that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right. Also, the Lord said, "What he ain't gonna at all acquit the wicked." You know, you have to be recompensed. For what you have done to Israel. Throughout all these captivities, all these nations are just gonna have to go into bondage and service. Especially in the kingdom for 1,000 years, and then we'll let y'all go to y'all land. But even if then y'all don't serve as what? See, we had to go to y'all in the one of all things. But we gonna be able to hold back the rain. All right, we're going to be able to make sure nothing eats over there. Because when you take away the water, your crops, your animals, your livestock go, and then you start going. So fuck around.
Yeah, one more. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, therefore the Lord have made good his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judea, right? Talking about how the Lord gave us a strict blueprint, man, on what to do, right, and what not to do. And they were the blessings and the curses, man. And Jake fell under the curses, man, because Jake didn't take heed to their father, man. Jake didn't listen. Jake didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It says, verse 2, to bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, man. Right? Jake, when they had Jake on ships, it used to be sharks following the ships, man. Right? Because it was always a meal. It was all because, like the brother said, they wasn't feeding Jake, man.
Right. You have very poor living conditions to where you had to, they'd be using the bathroom right on top of each other, and then you got. I hate this. Slacky. They had harsh. Yeah, she gonna call it back. Salakia. I'm just gonna go. Salakia. They had harsh living conditions to where Jake would be dying in them fucked up situations to where they'd be okay. They ain't about to keep carrying them because why he ain't gonna do nothing but make everybody else sick. So they tossed them overboard to the sharks, and therefore that's why the brother was saying the sharks would be following after the boats because that was a free meal, man. And it wasn't just that, alligator bait. They've been doing these things. feeding us to animals.
You got one?
Yeah, this is Joel 3:4. It says, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, these Hamite nations? All right, because we just spoke on the acts they did, helping Esau and other nations, take us down, because in that Psalms 83, they have a what it say, a tumult against us, man. But it says, and all the coast of Palestine, I speak about them Ishmaelites. All right, through the sub-Saharan slave trade. All right, y'all gonna also have to be judged too. It says, will you render me a recompense? All right, and if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return the recompense upon your own head? All right, and the Lord is coming back to wound the heads of the wicked. All right, like I quoted earlier, it's a righteous thing to recompense him that trouble you.
Yeah.
All right, but it says, verse 5, it says, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant things. All right, talking about us. All right, we are the Lord's jewelry. You carried us into your temples, into your houses. All right, and profaned us, man. All right, it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whether you have sold them. And that's what the Lord is doing now, because why he gave us the spirit, was give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, to get ourselves a good chance of getting delivered, up out of here. All right, the Lord is raising up his man. He's raising up the house of David. Matter of fact, the scriptures say that, it says, verse 8, it says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them into the Sabeans, to the people far off, for the Lord have spoken it. So yeah, the Lord is going to allow us, all right, to be able to sell y'all kids, because while y'all going into slavery, man, that's what the brothers read in that Revelation 12.
And I think it say that, I think I just read it in Isaiah 14:2, is it? Let me see. Real quick. Yeah, Con, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. Right? This is what the brother was just speaking about, man. Right? Everything that has been done to the nation of Israel, man, other than that Mo shit, right? Everything that has been done to the nation of Israel is going to be done back to you nations, man, right? First starting off with Esau, Edom, man, and it's going to be done times 2.
This is
Yeah, no.
This is Baruch 4:25. It says, my children, suffer patiently. All right, suffering means to when you go into the word patience, it means to suffer. All right, so going through this captivity, the Lord wants us, to suffer patiently, man. Because why? We know he's about to soon return and put all these thrones down. But it says, suffer patiently, that the wrath that has come from upon you from Yahweh, all right, going through this captivity, all these trials and tribulations, all right, we got to endure. But it says, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. All right, and that's when we gonna like I said in Psalms 149. All right, we gonna be ruling over these people with a rod of iron, man. All right, dashing them to pieces if they go off, man.
I got that too. I'm gonna just read it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, right? And we are joyful, man, because we know that we're at the end, man. We know that this devil, his kingdom, his rulership is ending, right? The scripture says how Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we know who Esau is, right? The scripture, the Lord has allowed us to know who this devil is, man. Right? A lot of our people they believe that Trump is going to make America great again, man. right? It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouths, and a two-edged sword in their hand, right? Which is these scriptures, man, which is this truth, right? This knowledge. It says to execute vengeance.
Also, that's going to be a physical sword. Go ahead.
It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen, man, which is you other nations, man. Okay? All of this shit, this man, he said he said the light chain is for the babies.
That's
Right?
why I say in the curses that they won't regard you old or young. You know?
He said he put a little padlock, right? It got it sticking through their lips with a little padlock on it, man. Right? And you nations don't think you're gonna pay for this, man. Hey, the Lord would not be just if you did not pay for this, man. It says to execute vengeance, man. Okay, vengeance is to pay somebody back, to reimburse you, right? You worked all these hours, nigga. Don't you want your check? It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings, man, with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, man. Okay? All of you elites, right? You're going to be the first to go into slavery, man. You're going to be first to have fetters of iron and chains about you, man. It says to execute upon them the judgment written. Okay? We just said that the Lord's word does not return unto him void, man. Okay, it says the judgment written, just as it was written for us to do it and go through it. You gonna do it and go through it too, man. It says, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
No, just to back you up, because they're gonna have to go through it too. It says, Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee." And what's the cup? All right. Ultimately, what the curses? All right. The Lord's indignation. The Lord is about to put these curses upon you. All right. Just not too long ago, Trump was inaugurated into office, and what he had to swear on the Bible, which he didn't, because we know they don't truly uphold or uplift the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall be passed through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked." It says to punish. I think that was the point.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
so like bring it back again. So like,
Come on, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
right, you Edomites, man. Right? That goes for you Russians as well, man. Right? All you pale-faced devils, man. All of you die-hard as white Americans, man. Okay? Y'all just had the what is it, some type of Golden Globe Awards, right? Right before the fire in California, and y'all was mocking the Lord, man. Right? Everything that you've done is gonna return unto you, man.
Mm-hmm. It says, "O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked."
Right, that judgment, man. There is no escaping that, man. Right? The Lord has written it out. We just read that it was written, man. The judgments that are written. So ain't nobody gonna get away. We don't get away. We didn't get away.
Right. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, "Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though
right.
you want to
right, wherever you go, man. These bunkers, right? Wherever you go, man. These mountains.
Mm-hmm. It says, "Though they climb unto heaven, thence will I bring them down."
Right. Go ahead.
They Space Force, they had just incorporated that into the government. I don't know if that's like what the 7th part of the branch of the U.S. military, or they think they're gonna be able to actually fight Yahweh Shah, man. No, they about to get obliterated, man. Only thing you're gonna see is dust and vapors of smoke, you know. But it says, thence will I bring them down. It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel in these mountains, like the brother was saying, they got bunkers deep within these mountains. They even got underground cities. All right, that's probably connected to these mountains. All right, there's nowhere to go. You're on the earth, and God is about to blow down on you, man. Like that's what I said. In verse 2 it says, "My hand shall take them." When the elect come down, all right, they're going to literally be going into these bunkers, all right, and bringing your ass out, all right. And I don't know how you gonna get there. I don't know. You ain't getting on my chair. But they're gonna be brought over into Israel, and they're gonna build up our land. All right, that's written. You're not gonna be able to escape that. But it says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, all right, because they even got underwater what you call those things?
Like I know what you're talking about. Like you could basically like live under there.
Yeah, they more than likely got some underwater where they can try to survive, a nuclear blast, all right, or they soak or that Yahweh's invasion. But even then, that's why the Lord have Leviathan. All right, it says, "Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them." All right, and that's gonna be Leviathan tearing everything up that's up under the ocean. Then hey man, we can't just wait to just see what the Lord got planned. It says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence I will command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not for good. The Lord about to come back and destroy you heathens, man.
Okay, man, that was pretty much it. So, Lord willing, you was edified, all right? In closing, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Until next time, shalom.